What's up, guys? Mel here with another video, another Dodge Caravan video. It's to show you about another common problem with the Dodge Caravan. This particular one is a 2012 Dodge Caravan. It's a nice little van. It's been in a lot of videos. I've showed you how to stow your stow and go seats and many things, change ID lights. But I'm going to show you this. If you look right here, you'll see the rear defrost is blinking. The light is blinking. And if you listen in the back, you heard that clicking. So I'm going to show you what that is. I'm going to start it up. And if you notice, my heater just now clicked on and the light stopped blinking. So basically, guys, what's happening is you're having an issue with the blend door actuator. There are 4 blend door actuators in a Dodge Caravan, and as you can see right now, the heater is working. I know the rear heater is working. I can hear it back there. Listen. See? But again, the issue is when you first get inside your car, your Caravan, and you start it up, the heater doesn't work at all. No heater works at all for about 30-35 seconds. Then the light stops blinking, it goes back up to your setting, and all the heaters cut in, the rear heater and the front heater. And you hear a clicking sound. So for the 30-35 seconds, you hear a clicking sound coming from wherever the blend door actuator is not working properly. Could be the front, could be anywhere. There's 4 of them in this vehicle. There's 2 in the front, there's 2 in the rear. It's not an expensive problem to buy a new blend door actuator for the Dodge Caravan. It's not too pricey, but it is a lot of work if it's in the rear. And I'm going to open the rear door and I'm going to show you what you have to do to fix it, because there's nothing worse than getting in your vehicle, starting it off, and your heat, nothing is working for about 30-35 seconds, and you hear a clicking sound. In this particular Caravan, I know I have a blend door that's not working properly in the rear, and every time I get in and start it up, it takes a while for the heater to cut in. The blend door actuator, the actual motor and everything for the rear heater is inside this panel. So the best way to get at this, guys, is you have to put your rear seats in stow and go. So stow them down so you got lots of room here to work around in. Then you have to take off this panel, this panel, this panel. All this has to come out, unfortunately. All of this has to come out. And you have to be careful you're not breaking tabs. Let me see if I'm going to put the seat, just put it down temporarily. Well, it didn't go down much because the headrests are still up. But you have to be careful you're not breaking tabs. You have tabs in right here, as you can see. You have to take out your seat belts. You have to let them go. This one's a T45. There's another one up forward, that seat belt right there. That's a T50 down at the bottom. And unfortunately, guys, all this paneling has to come out. When the paneling comes out, then you have to pull the whole heater motor out, and in behind the heater motor there's 2 blend door actuators. The typical actuator that fails in these Dodge Caravans, which is a known issue, is the one that's on the bottom. So there'll be one on the top, one on the bottom behind the heater motor. And usually, normally, it's the bottom one that fails. That's where you hear the clicking from, the clicking sound. And again, I'll tell you, 30-35 seconds, your heater won't work and you'll hear that clicking. That's the blend door failing. So in my van, obviously, as you heard, mine is causing a problem. In my research of blend door actuators in the Dodge Caravans, I found out through research that It's recommended to buy the OEM actuator, so buy it right from Chrysler. Not often I agree with all that, but in this particular situation, I do agree with it. Either you get one from a scrapyard from another Caravan, or buy a used one that you know is OEM, or you just buy a new OEM actuator from Chrysler. I've seen many stories of people talking about they buy certain other products of the actuators and they only last for less than a year, and then you find you have to take it all apart and replace everything again. Well, me personally, I have a second Caravan that I use for parts, and I'm going to actually take the actuator out from my other Caravan because I know it works properly, and I'm going to install that into this one. That's what I'm going to do. But for any of you that want to buy from a different company, I'm going to provide a link down below. All you got to click on is the more, and I'm going to have a link so that you can buy it from Amazon. It's probably going to be a Dorman or some Chinese brand or whatever. That's your decision. Me, I'm going to use a used OEM actuator. The reason why, I've had this van for years. That actuator has never caused a problem. It's only been recently that it started to act up. And so I feel that it's okay for me to use a used one. So if you guys can get a used one, go right ahead. But I mean, they're not expensive regardless. So buying an OEM, they're not really costly. So, you know, you could go and just buy a new one. I'm just putting a used one. Unfortunately, I'm not doing that in this video today. I'm going to make a second video because it's an amount of work. Lately, I've been doing like scales from 1 to 10 on the difficulty level of doing this job. I'm going to give it a difficulty level of 6. So from 1 to 10, I give it a difficulty of 6. And the reason why, it's very easy to break the clips when you're pulling the panels out. You have to pull them in their proper sequence, and I'll show that in the video when I replace my actuator. You know, it's slight plastic, so obviously you have to be careful removing it. Take your time, look online. I will have a video. I will have a video showing you how to do it properly so you're not breaking clips. And if you break clips, you're going to get stuff rattling in the rear of your vehicle. Dodge Caravans, in my opinion, have a lot of rattles anyway in the rear. I don't know if any of you guys ever noticed, but Dodge Caravans are famous for rattles in the rear. This one is no exception. I don't want to add to that or add for you guys more rattles by broken clips on plastic panels and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you guys the right proper way to remove those panels as best I can, okay? Listen, I'm not no professional. I'm just a guy making videos trying to show you guys easy way outs. And this is still, you know, to take everything apart, I give it a scale of 2 or 3. I say 6 because you have to be very careful with how you remove the panels. And guys, I hope this helps because I've had hundreds of comments asking me about blend door actuators in Dodge Caravans, and mine started acting up. So of course, guys, I've always said it, if I can find a fix or a quick fix or how to do something, I'm always going to make a video about it, and that's no different than today. So I made a video about it. Also, I've been asked to make an update on the shift solenoid that I replaced in this particular Caravan, and I will do an update video on that. So guys, I hope this helps, and I hope this doesn't cost you much. I hope you don't break any of the panels or break the clips, because I don't want you guys to have rattles. And you can leave me a like, and if this helped you at all, you can subscribe to my channel. And if you want to leave a thanks, feel free, go right ahead. It just helps the channel, keeps me making these videos, and if I just help you, there's no harm in that. Okay, so see you on the next one. Southside Boy Style is out.